I'll take you down, reign supreme in your dreams. You'll never make me bow. Kick my ass, I'm world class and Super Saiyan now. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe OMI DEVVE DEFX DACAT. Multiple other things update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon. Smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Going live today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally I do 8, but this time was because I have a podcast tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in about 12 hours from now. So after this, want to do some stuff, get some sleep, or try to get some sleep. I'll probably sleep for like a few hours, and then get up for that podcast tomorrow. Be a little bit ready, wide-eyed, and bushy-tailed. So this way, I'm not, kind of dying for that. Anyway, we have had a couple of things go on the last few days. So they've been making a really big deal, and obviously, definitely well done, about the 1-year anniversary of VeVe Comics. I was on a space the other day. I might actually have this, and guys, I am more than happy to be the one to be able to do this, and I will do it for as long as you want. I don't even remember this one there. So I'll tell you guys two people that host spaces all the time, and they are in crypto. They're into NFTs. And a lot of these people are into this is like marketing 101. It's like, okay, are you going to go and market like a lawnmower to a super rich person that's going to never mow their lawn because they have people for that? No. Are you going to market a, Lamborghinis, in like the hood where people are making like 60,000 a year? No, you're not doing that. This one guy called Nobu, or Crypto Night 420, has spaces like pretty much every night, like 10:30, 11, give or take. And I'm in those and just go in, and that's how I met Joey Swole, that one Jack dude over on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that jazz. Gonna talk. I mean, I think we're friendly-ish now. Be able to talk to him, get him into VeVe, DEVVE, OMI, etc., all that stuff, DEFINITY and DeCat as well in the future. And a lot of these people that it's just good to network with, and I'm the only VeVe or only person, or honestly, I'm really the only low cap market person in these spaces. Everyone else is just, they have their top 10, they have Bitcoin, they have ETH, they have their Doge, they have their XRP and Solana. Some of them are farther down the line in HBAR. Some of them do meme coins outside of Doge. They do like Pepe, they do Floki, whatever it is. I think one person even has Brett, and I've heard Pengu been in there a couple times. And the NFTs is like they're like on the cusp of it. Like, NFTs are probably going to come back, but it's like, how do you know which ones? And I was like, well, guys, like if you want to go in and like fade, like Marvel and Disney, like what, if you have somebody that's serious about investing and they're worth, let's say, a large amount of money, and you go and tell them, okay, you can get these 2D JPEGs of these pixelated animals, like no utility, no whatever, and yeah, like there's a chance that there's like that 1 in a million chance that they become one of those memes. You get to like 100,000x or whatever. Or you could buy one of these things like Pepe. You could buy one of these things like Floki or whatever it is, and then yeah, you could probably maybe it'll blow off top. Maybe it does a 3 to 5x. But are those going to be here 10 years from now? Probably not. But on the contrary, could you go in, instead of putting your money towards that, could you put it in the first appearance of Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man on the blockchain? Any investor worth their salt, like that's not even a hard call. It's not a hard question. It's the latter. Boom, done. They don't have to ask about it. I mean, they'll go and they'll ask about it. Like, okay, how many, are these legit? Are these real? Are they from Marvel? Are they licensed? And obviously, once they get through that, it'll be a no-brainer. So that's one space that I go into pretty much multiple times a week now, if not every day. And then there's another guy named Jay Bausa, who has spaces a couple times a week, and I'll show you what I had in and I don't know if any of those guys are watching now, but just after one space of just me talking about, I get VeVe Comics. It might have been yesterday. When did I send this? Yeah, this was yesterday at like 7 p.m. because that space happened earlier in the day. I said, like, I messaged a couple of VeVe peeps. I was like, hey, you guys really got to get into these others. Like, it's great spending time with the community. It's great spending time, with your friends, and always love that. Not saying to not do that, but after the one space where I'm talking about VeVe Comics and what they're doing, and granted, in the way I explained it, every single one with tens of thousands of followers, some with even over 100,000 followers, are just like, hey, tell me more about this with the followers. So you could go in there as essentially kind of an expert, because you go in, even if you don't have like a ton of OMI or a ton of VeVe stuff, you guys know about the product and be like, hey guys, I don't know if you've heard of this, but this is how VeVe's doing it. And if be like, hey, you know what, I don't want to put my name out there, I'm docs, I want to do whatever, throw me a link and be like, hey, go into this space. I think Casual sent me into a space the other day, and just rocked it. So that's just a way going into, and I guarantee you more and more people are going to start doing this with the affiliate program coming out next week. When you go and have a referral code and they sign up on the app, they KYC. I won't say what it is, but people will be incentivized to do that. And for me, I would hope that they would just leave it to the VeVe peeps for like months, and we would have a couple months to do this, because eventually, and I know at least, I'll let you, fudge, I don't know if I can talk about that. I'll let you guys know this. I know there's at least one person, a buddy of mine, 20 million something followers between X, YouTube, TikTok, again, 20 something million. He's going to go over and shill the heck out of it everywhere, because every single person that you get to sign up in KYC, let's just put it this way, you'll be incentivized to do so. And as soon as they roll that out, everyone and their sister is going to want to be like, oh, like, even if we just get the initial pump of like a bunch of these users, and I don't know, I can't say too much about it. They'll roll it out next week, but there's going to be some of those people, and it's not going to be a lot of them. It's not going to be the majority. It's actually going to probably be a very small minority. But out of the thousands, tens of thousands of people that join because of those, let's say 1%. 10,000 at 1%, okay, it's 100 people. But if you have 100 people that are just trying to fight to get into the top 500, you're going to see a lot of floor swept. You might see the end of even dollar comics, and especially now that a lot of stuff is being burned, and like, it's nice to have 30,000 comics of something that is a key comic, but nobody really likes or nobody really cares about. And it's nice to have that, because those comics are often, $1. And I don't want to say they'll always be those, but I think the time we have of stacking those things just to pad our MCP points or get in there, like, that might be over in the next few months. How many of them are going to interact with OMI and use OMI to buy stuff over on Stacker? I don't know. And speaking of which, you have Stacker that put out a tweet yesterday. Let me see if I have it here. Oh my God. Ooh, sorry. Let's go to the Stacker. Where's the wallet? That's not that. Somebody had mentioned, I don't know where this is going to be. Oh, actually, I know where to find it. And you guys will like it. Let me go to this group here. Is it the gold logo group that was shared in? Or was it the Akomi secret rare? Let's see. Yeah. So you have somebody that is just a big VeVe fodder. Or I should say liar, because this person's straight up lying, saying, unfortunately, you can't buy golden moments with OMI, saying Disney would never allow this. It's a shame because Stacker's a great trading platform with a lot of data. So one, just slandering the company and just spreading false information, saying Disney will never allow this. One, they can't know that. So at this point, I'd be like, hey, I think eventually they might. And then Stacker comes in with a bomb. Is just like, would you like to make a little wager on that? That is straight from the horse's mouth. And dude, I don't know what the timeline on that is. I will say that they're looking to launch the next version of Stacker or more licenses within the next 2 months. And that puts us in mid-May. I've always suspected that Marvel would be one of those licenses, and obviously I still think that. But now that Stacker is just like, yeah, oh, you think that Disney will never allow this, and they're offering to make a wager? I'm pretty sure Disney signed off, and I'm pretty sure that, again, do they roll out automatically with the rest of them? I don't know, but dollars to donuts, they probably do. Either way, I think we get them eventually. That's a huge one. That is a major, major, huge one. So again, let's say 1% of those 10,000 people come in from this affiliate program, 100 of them trying to go in, and some of the greatest deals are on Stacker, where you can get things like 20 or 30 or plus% off, because people are just like, you know what, I'll just, one, they want to do it because they want to help the burn. Two, they want to go in and they just want to like, well, I don't want to have to, sell a couple of these things for like $50 and then put in another, like, if you don't have a ton of gems in there, you have to sell like $500 worth of stuff, take it out, and then you pay a 10% fee on top of that. And it's like, well, what if you just want to get like an extra million OMI, and you just want to have like an extra $300 in sales? That's not enough to be in the app to like cash it out. So for this, again, a lot of people will be incentivized to continue to do this. They put it in for a lot of massive discounts, and people go in for that. Anyway, I feel like I've talked a bit about this. More on that later. But we'll go over to OMI and see what it's doing today. I don't think it's doing that great. I think it's pretty flat on the day. I remember, yeah, it's down 1% at 00026. I will work on getting a little bit more in the next, by early April, I'll be able to get a little bit more OMI and a bit more DEVVE, like a bit. And then, yeah, on the volume on the day though, 2.1 million, not bad. If you look at Crypto Rain's video on Wednesday, excuse me, he had Paul on from Definity. He's one of the greatest technical analysis traders I think ever. And he looks at OMI and he says, listen, this is not a buy, it's a wait. Because what Paul likes to do is he likes to go on and say, he likes to have things confirmed to break out first before he goes and buys them. And says OMI has not confirmed broken out. It's like, obviously this could be the bottom, and I would be missing the bottom by not buying down here. But I'd like to have a confirmed breakout above 0003 before I start buying. Fair point. It's like 18%, however much percent above where it is now. 20% up from where it is now. And no, 0025 would be 20%. Either way, he would want it to be breakout above 0003 before he starts buying. Now that means he doesn't get it at 0026, which is fine. But yeah, if you could buy it down here and it can get cut in half. I mean, we could have this recession. Like, a lot of things could happen. Tariff war could get worse. War in Ukraine could spread. China's tariff war. Like, there could be a lot of things that could go on. However, I personally am okay buying here and it being cut in half, so I'll just buy more. It would hurt me more if I didn't buy down here and then it like double or triple, be like, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But again, that's just me, and I'm just giving you that other perspective over there from that guy Paul, and just what he does and kind of why he does it. Again, VeVeverse clearly didn't do much for the price, but I think that with the affiliate marketing program coming out, and I don't know how long they're going to give the VeVe influencers, say that word pretty lightly, how much they're going to give the OG people, how much time. Be like, all right, guys, you have as many people to sign up that you can in a month. And then after that, we're letting the big dogs loose. And then it's going to be a lot harder for you guys to do that. They could give us a month. They could give us 3 months. They could give us 6 months. Or they could be like, you guys have 2 weeks. You have 11 minutes. And then they roll it out to everyone else. I don't know the time frame on that. I don't know what they're doing with it. But either way, very, very excited. What is this? Marvel Comics News 1. Oh, very, very nice. Live now with the daily alpha, of course. Maybe a little too much alpha on this today. Sorry, guys. I might be getting a text sometime soon. Be like, hey, you got to stop that. So shit, my bad. Anyway, let's look at the DEVVE here real quick. DEVVE, I think, was up on the day. Yeah, up about 4% to about 75 cents. Yeah, I what it does in the next couple weeks, I'm not really too concerned with, because again, in early April, I would have a little bit more money to get this. It'd be nice to get it at 55 cents, where it was on the 11th and the 10th. Unfortunately, now it's 75 cents, and I, get a little more here. I'd have to pay a little bit more. It's fine. I mean, it was $1.80 like in January, so Anywho, let's continue on here. Actually, so I just updated my profile here. Randy Chavez says, veteran investor, ambassador of DFINITY Network, an affiliate for the DEVVE ecosystem, writing dCat comic, DFINITY, DEVVE, OMI, not financial advice. Yeah, so that's official. I am officially a DEVVE ecosystem or DEVVE affiliate. I'll let you guys know. I think there is going to be something on the Paris. Where is it? On the Paris blockchain event, that second week in April, there will likely be some announcements there, or there will be announcements there. I don't know if it's going to be a big one or not. We do have some news from from Tom Anderson about DEVVE. Let's see if I can find it. Invigorating. You have somebody in the DEVVE platform saying, it's so invigorating to acknowledge we are on the verge of experiencing something historical in this community. DEVVE will be the first to bridge the gap between crypto and TradFi. Many tried it. No one did it because did not have neither the vision nor the tech. The team has been working for 8 years to be in this position. Congratulations to the team and to us to be involved in this journey. And there's still a long path ahead of us, but we have the map to go through it. I also mentioned that somebody asked, will DEVVE Exchange start accepting projects on its launch, like Fias and Taunt? And I said, I hope so. I'm well connected with the VeVe community and their OMI token. Everyone I know would make an account with DEVVE and start trading immediately as soon as it was available. To be honest, any token with a community would be good to add, since their communities would all make accounts. I'm thinking DFINITY, I'm thinking dCat, I'm thinking any place that I'd be associated with them. It would seem to be that would be a good move. Anyway, we have Tom going on and saying, I wanted to give an update on some of my thinking with respect to whether US citizens will be able to trade on the DEVVE exchange. There's been some discussions on various groups, and up until very recently, it was clear it wasn't an option for us. That said, this discussion has made me revisit the thinking. I've been following the regulatory and legal developments in the US, and in general, I felt it was still too risky for our size to allow US citizens. That being said, a lot has been changing very recently. I'm leaning towards us being able to allow US citizens to trade on DEVVE exchange at this point. For example, the SEC dropped their suit on Coinbase, which was significant. How could we possibly allow US citizens while the US is suing Coinbase? But that is gone now. Same with OpenSea and some others. There's also other things. For example, he posts a link saying the US also dismissed a ruling keeping US companies from custody in crypto. By the time we launch the exchange, there will likely be even more clarity. So I think things are looking good in this regard. To be sure, even though I'm now leaning towards us being able to allow US citizens to trade, either way, no US citizen would be stuck. We'll support decentralized exchange trading as long as needed to assure that. So gotta love that from Tom. And that was it for the DEVVE. Let's go to DFINITY here real quick. Let's go to some of the comments here. DeCat in the house. What up, Orange Green? Yeah. Bill Gardner saying, "What up, fam? Yo, what up, Bill Gardner? How's it going?" We had a post from Mr. MC1, which I don't know how it got like 40-something thousand impressions. Bill Gardner says, "Just got Garbage Pail Kids physical comics in the mail for issues 1 to 3. Shout out VeVe Comics for the digital. Get it, get it. Meow, 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 meow." Bill Gardner saying, "By the way, anyone see the trailer for Screamboat? Disney's got to be pissed." It looks good, man. Stuff going into the open domain. It looks really good. One thing that I'll try to talk to people about is that, you know, Screamboat can be in anything or any version of Steamboat Willie because it's in public domain. Maybe I would get one of those characters into DeCat eventually, but you know, if Disney would be like, "Hey, not a good idea, bro," okay, that's fine. Just because, again, if I'm going to be on the same platform as them, and maybe I do want to have a crossover with one of their characters one day, if they find out I put a Screamboat in, they're gonna be like, probably not. So you do have to think ahead about these things. One more thing. Good afternoon, senor. How's it going, fam? Ow, my eye. Lagarde says, "What up, Omar?" Inferno says, "Howdy, howdy, 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 howdy." VeVe Zombie says, "Yo, whenever," I don't know if you guys know this, in Toy Story episode, first Toy Story, you have the little shark, little land shark, left shark there, over there. I forget his name. He takes Woody's hat and he's like, "Look, I'm Woody. Howdy, 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 howdy." That is like one of my favorite scenes in the entire. It's like, anywho. From Mr. MC1 says, "New comics paradigm. Change in front of our eyes. Digital, the great equalizer. Independent comic creators will no longer need to raise large sums of money to print and distribute physical comics. Digital variants will first launch in a very low-cost, high-revenue manner on VeVe. Digital performance and revenue to drive the amount of physical variants produced and distributed directly. In some cases, the digital will be the ticket to physical comic variant, collector's choice, and other merch. VeVe with VeVe Comics and the Comic Curator publishing program are pioneering this new paradigm. Bravo, David Yu, Dan Crothers, Mr. Ben Rose, and team. Early experimenters of this model are Addiction Comics and 24/7 Comics and other VeVe partners. Have you tried this play? Brilliant comic creators. We would love your feedback." So I actually do go over and talk a little bit about. I comment on so much stuff. I got to stop that. Where are we? I had posted. Maybe I didn't. Could have sworn I did. No, I definitely did. Oh, from Mr. MC1 News. Nope. I think so too. I'm trying to find the response. Okay, here it is. Say, "My plans for the DeCat token comic is as follows. Launch on VeVe Comics. Offer airdrops of crypto to those who collect all 5 covers, special mints, and those who stack, and grow somewhere in the low 5-figure range. Announce plans for stories and content outside of the comics, but use the funds from the digital comic sales to pay for the rest of the comic series, plus buying back the DeCat token." Unsure if burns are going to be on there, but definitely going to do buybacks. "And sell part of the IP to grow internationally." That is the plan right now. That is a very rough version of a roadmap. Zombie says, "Yo, what up, Bill Gardner?" Or VeVe Zombie saying, "Yo, BG." California Comics says, "Hey all, hey now, hey now. This is what dreams are made of." Sorry, hey now. Speaking of DeCat, let's take a look at that. Or actually, let's look at Definity before DeCat. Definity. Oh, damn, they up 9% today. They're still at 1.7 cents, so still very, very low. And I will go on and I'll get quite a lot of it mid this year. I'll get a small amount of it after DEVVE goes up, after they have the announcement. Hopefully in April, but maybe in May. Who knows? And then when OMI goes up, I'll get a ton of Definity after that, and then obviously we'll get a bunch of DeCat as well. Let's see what DeCat is doing today. Up about 1.5% on the day. $50. Very, very low. Obviously, you know, again, give me $1 million right now. I'm do I put that all into DeCat right now, or do I put it into everything else where others are working for me? And then, yeah, a very small amount of that would go into DeCat. I'd probably put 5% in, but for DeCat, there's a whole community that's working, and that's great. But one of the only ways that DeCat is going to get revenue is really through me, which is fine. That's why I want to get a bunch of the supply, because I know what I'm going to do. But when you have an insane amount of people on DEVVE, that insane amount of intelligent people that are working on DEVVE, they've been working for 8 years, and they're at like a $60-something million market cap. And they're likely going to go to billions, if not tens of billions later this year. Easy, very easy for me to put money there. Very easy for me to put money on OMI, just because, again, that token's going to rocket at some point. And then Definity as well. Definity has a market cap that is 6 times the size of DeCat. And again, DeCat currently has really no revenue. Definity has a ton of revenue. But obviously, because meme coins and anything can happen, there is a chance that DeCat runs before Definity, before I'm able to really pump it, just because some people could like the comic. When they find out who's involved, they'll be like, oh, I didn't know this. This is really cool. Bill Gardner says, "Ad zombie." Yo, what up, Bill Gardner? Meow, meow. Eve Crystal says, duh, cat. All right, let's go over some of the news here. What did I do yesterday? Oh, I did a live yesterday. Okay. So there shouldn't be a ton of stuff to go over from yesterday. In the back of David's thing, he's got a little Goku over there underneath his AF-15 display. But yeah, he's got a little Goku. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Dragon Ball Z at some point. No sign of Pokemon though. No sign of any of the. I mean, he's had the Wolverine comic. He's had Rick and Morty up there. He's got, a whole bunch of these things. But yeah, I would really, yeah, if I'm gonna put my bets on anything and excitement, it's gonna be Goku and Dragon Ball Z. I think that would be pretty dope. There was a business update yesterday. They were just talking about, so Ben Rose, Dan Crothers, David Yu, they were just talking about their app updates, launch of the VeVeVerse, been busy first quarter, learn about the initiatives, goals, etc. Yeah, that was pretty worth the watch. That was actually what they put in for the affiliate program, saying with VeVe affiliates, you can grow your earnings while the audience gets rewarded. Affiliate program gives content creators and fandom communities the opportunity to earn money and get exclusive access to special events, marketing materials, and more. Plus, your audience gets the perks too after they sign up and make their first purchase on VeVe, from free credit to spend starting their collection or a free digital collectible. There are plenty of reasons for your audience to join VeVe too. I think so as well. Ben Rose had retweeted that, saying, business update: with so much happening at VeVe over the last 6 months, David Yu and Dan Crothers and I pause and reflect on the team's incredible progress and delivery since our last update, and look ahead to what's next. Enhancing the experience, we've now continued to innovate, evolving how fans connect, collect, and immerse in what we're building. Growing together, our incredible community partners and licensors remain the heart of everything we do, and laying the foundations for future. The vision is bigger than ever, and we are just getting started. What's ahead? More growth, more innovation, and more reasons to be excited about the future of collecting. We do have a little bit of words from David as well. Also, I got the Secret Rare Mars Attacks. I can't wait I haven't read it yet, but I want to read it. I can't wait. Oh yeah, how did they do on the propaganda stuff today? Let's see what we got here. This gonna go to, what do we go to? The store. The Ron English's propaganda. Walrus King, thank you for being a member. Saying good morning, Christy Crew. John X is cool, man, cool. GV Zombie says, yo, California Comics, meow. Turtle saying, Randy, you rock. I purchased 15 Garbage Pail Kid comics after your interview with Ben. Landed 3 ultra rares, great cover. I suspect good things from our future together, Turtle. Anyway, we've got the Mogul Grin game board here. which put at, so 1959, so let's say 1869. So it's 1869 minus 719, so 750. Not bad. So 22K, 22K. And then the special edition, I don't think has much. 6, yeah, 17. Yeah, so like 23K. 23K, it's not like, you know, the Epico versions of the VeVe people that gross 50K, but I will take that. I will take 23K. That is fine. There's actually a post from Sergio that I probably should read because it's about that. If I can freaking find it. Oh my God, why is there so many? I don't know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping here? I could have sworn that Sergio posted a post. Oh yeah, he did. Flawless mechanics, but missed marketing. A look at VeVe's run English Monopoly drop. From a pure drop mechanics perspective, we're learning today. Today's run English Monopoly game board drop on VeVe was executed exceptionally well. For just $30, buyers received 7 collectibles, averaging $4.28 each, along with a chance to land an ultra-scarce special edition collectible. Beyond the mechanics, the creativity behind this drop was also impressive. Purchasing a Monopoly game board allowed collectors to craft 6 pieces from a single collectible, plus each crafting attempt offered an opportunity to score a special edition or low mint piece. However, from a sales standpoint, the drop may not have performed as expected. The main issue seems to be a lack of clear, engaging communication about these unique features. While details are available in the VeVe blog, in today's fast-paced digital world, collectors need concise, eye-catching summaries that immediately convey that value of a drop, something they can absorb at a glance on Twitter or Facebook. That's really not the only area for improvement. Overall, the drop mechanics designs were executed flawlessly. Good stuff, Sergio. Good stuff. Glad to see that we have that there. Okay, moving on. Charles Knight, what are your thoughts on the drop that Brock? It looks like a Fishes logo, right? Right? It looks like a gold Fishes logo. Is that going to be airdropped only to people that have everything? I mean, I don't. How many people have every Fish drop? That's going to be impressive. And then I mean, Brock gives utility to everything. For a Fish logo, he's probably going to have some utility for it. You know, I would guess. You know, dare I say. Those are MC1s. Hi, Randy and fam. Meow, meow, meow. But yeah, thoughts on that? I think that'd be cool. I'd be excited for it. Yesterday, over 1.3 trillion was added to the stock markets. Hurricane Man says, it's my VeVe birthday / anniversary. Here's to many more years of collecting. David Yu, VeVe Official, Dan Crothers, Ben Rose, Mr. MC1, Eagle Eye, Randy Chavez, and Brett Crawford, or B. Craw for short. I think that's Brett Crawford. Celebrating his 4th VeVe. There's a lot of people celebrating their 4th VeVe anniversary. Oh God, hiccups. Okay, we're good. Chaos on the Chains has an update saying Chaos on the Chains weekly update. This week has been an intense ride as we push forward with Chaos on the Chains. Here's what's been happening. Leonidas and the 300. We've been deep in development on this epic faction, bringing their story and abilities to life. Expect a powerful strategic force inspired by history, but adapted for the chaos of our world. New logo and branding. A fresh identity is coming. Finalizing a new logo and branding that better reflects the game's evolution, merging its blockchain, strategy, and AR-driven gameplay into a bold, unforgettable visual identity. Beta version incoming mid-April. Oh, that's soon. That's a month. Beware the Ides of March and April. Chaos Beta is on track for release. The first taste will bring PvP, hero collection, map exploration, and a real-world interactions powered by GPS and AR. Get ready to battle, conquer, and strategize in a world where every location is a battlefield. The hype is real. Stay tuned for more details as we get closer to launch. Shout out to them. Oh, this is what it was. It was called the NFTs are dead space. That's the space I was talking about before, where everyone's like, where the title was like they were liquid, static, useless, overpriced JPEGs with a promise that never delivers. Obviously, it's a little bit of a clickbait title, but then again, going into the space, thought it was awesome. And that was from OnForce or OniForce. We'll be talking more in the future. Mr. Hulk81 says, co-CEO Mr. Ben Rose announced on Real Randy Chavez channel that VeVe Official's primary goal is to expand user base. One key strategy that they're pursuing is through their affiliate program set to launch next week with a focus on comics. Bam, get your Grail comics, especially those secret rails. And he bought Daredevil Secret Rare for $179. Mr. MC1 about to be Oprah rich. VeVe Zombie says, yo, Mr. MC1. Says, hi, Bill, Turtle, VeVe Zombie, Cali Comics. Hi, Omar. Oh, he's saying hi. What a man. What a champion. To be. And says, evening, good evening, to be. Bill Gardner says, Anjay, what up? Mr. My favorite Web3 news hour, Randy. Oh, wait, thank you. Stop. That's great. I love you too. Any update? Stan says, any update on the VeVe team taking advantage of the pro-crypto administration in the US and taking a risk with OMI? I don't know if they take any risks, but I do believe that there are likely plans that they are working on now that the US is basically pro-crypto now. Within the next 2 months, well, we'll definitely get Foster on. We might get David on, but within the next 2 months, we'll get at least Foster on with an update of a couple of things. I'll keep y'all posted. Steven Duarte has reached level 100. He did it. My man did it. Says, and there we have it, level 100. Just shout out to him. Shout out to the brother. Yeah, I guess affiliate program being paid in cash. That'd be great. And says, what? No Playboy in the profile? Yeah, there's no philanthropist either. I had to shorten it. They only let you go like so many characters in there. Now granted, if they didn't have character limits, it would just it'd be forever. Unfortunately. But yeah. Everyone's laughing. VeVe says level 100 achievement. Join us in celebrating our newest level 100 Steven Duarte. The entire VeVe team, from our mods, staff, volunteers, and founders, thank you for your passion for collecting at the highest level. Share massive congratulations with us in the comments below to one of the very best in the VeVe community. Your dedication inspires us all. Who even posted this? Was this VeVe? Was this Ben? Can you believe it's been a year since we kicked off with some of the biggest comics in the game? What were some of the top drops? Here's a list of some of the top selling comics, and yes, they all sold out fast. Did you snag any of these legendary comics? Share your comic variants and covers in the comments below. But don't worry, new comics hit VeVe Comics every week, so stay ready for the next drop. Ultimate X-Men #1, Ultimate X-Men #2, Miles Morales, Spider-Man #18, Ultimate Invasion #1, Aliens vs. Avengers #1. Let's go. That was easily my favorite comic, probably of the year. You have X-Men 97 #1, X-Men 97 #2, Thundercats #1. Thundercats is okay. It was all right. Doom #1, really good. Amazing Spider-Man #25, Superior Spider-Man #1, Superior Spider-Man Returns #1, Gods #1, Spider-Boy #1. Spider-Boy #1 was everyone loved. Ultimate Black Panther #1, Web of Spider-Man #1, and The Boys #1. The Boys! And Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1. So obviously these are just the top selling ones that sold out the fastest. There were more than this that had sold out. dCat will join them this year. Can I go over that? Probably not. As if VeVe beat the bear market, so surviving shouldn't be a problem. Will they reintroduce transfers in the OMI wallet? Transfers might be tricky. We'll talk about it. The OMI wallet, I don't know. That's not my. Well, I mean, nothing's my department. I don't work for the company, but that's not in my. I was not privy to that information. Charles says, Mr. MC1 sounds like it's going to be an epic week. Don't you know it? Don't you know it? Guys, when that affiliate program comes out and they give me my code, I will likely not stream for multiple days because I'll be calling every single person I know and be like, hey, you got to do this. You got to do this. Just do it. Give me 20 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Walk you through the KYC. I will do that for, yeah. I will take, actually, I will have some help with some Lucy, and I'll have some help with my good friend Lucy and my good friend Addie, and together we are going to get, I don't know, I'll get 100 people to sign up. What is that? If it's yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. That's going to be my new job. That I will continue to do that every minute of every day. That is, unless I'm going to the bathroom or eating. This affiliate program, I'm going to take like a Harry Potter book or a new Pokemon game, where like later this year, Switch 2 comes out, and you're gonna have Pokemon and Mario Kart. You think I'm going to be doing anything other than playing Pokemon on Mario Kart? Like, no. So, like, again, like a new Harry Potter book, like a new Pokemon game for a couple of days. That is what I will be doing. I will go. It would probably behoove a couple of people to go to local like comic events, to go to local comic book stores and be like, hey guys, I'm here to talk to you about our Lord and Savior. No, I'm here to talk to you about like how you collect these. You get a free comic, you get a free collectible. Just do this. I will do that for everyone, every single person that I know. And there is a long list. I feel like Liam Neeson was like, skills I've acquired over a very long career. There are people that I know now from a very, very long career called life, and they'll all come in now. And how many of those people are actually going to do anything? Probably a couple, but most of them are like, okay, Chavez, I'll do this for you, crazy mother. Tony GG says Earth 2 that no. Actually, quite the contrary. They released Earth 2 version 1 recently. And now they have as their Essence token's been out for a while, but it might look dead. Like the chart looks, the 24 hours looks like a mess, and there's 7,500 volumes, so clearly not a lot. It says fully diluted 12.3 million, but that market cap, that is not the non-fully diluted, is a fraction of that. And I need to get more. Like, this is, yeah, give me $1 million, 10% would go into Essence. Granted, most would go into DEVVE and OMI, but a good strong amount would go into Essence. A very strong amount would go into it. That is the, oh, hello, Nancy. All of this winning. I wonder if we should tag people like, hey, Nancy Mays, can you go on the Randy Chavez podcast, because I think she would be great, and maybe we can get her into VeVe. But yeah, Earth 2's Essence. I need to get more, much more. I need to go hardcore on this, because when that metaverse narrative kicks off, this is gonna 100x, probably 100x. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. That's how I see it. Obviously, you could have people that say like, well, actually, I heard Earth 2 was losing users. I heard Earth 2 wasn't doing so hot. That they had a hard time paying people. There's a bunch of noise in there, and some of it's true. Yeah, I've been declining users, but so is everything. This is probably one of my favorite projects. This is, yeah. That is, will there be Epico, Randy, and MC1? Thanks. If VeVe comes to me and they say, Randy, we need a favor. You need to do this. Like, please sign off, be a character, and we'll, like, we just need this favor. If they came to me and they presented it like that, sure. But I want the first version of me on VeVe to be from the dCat comic. It's going to be a cat version of me. Obviously, if I'm going to be a character in my own comic, I'm going to want to be on. I'm going to want to do that. If it's going to be a character of me or a version of me, I'd rather it be through my own creation, where I get a little bit more of the money, because I don't think Epico shares in that. I don't think they give you any of the revenue from that. But obviously, I don't want it to be just again. If VeVe came up to me like, "Hey, listen, please, okay," for whatever reason, like if they really wanted, but it can't just be like, "Oh, come on, man." Like, I mean, well, I don't want to give too much insight in there, but yeah, I think the first appearance of me on VeVe, not that it wouldn't be special with the coin, but I'd just rather it be of my own creation. So yes, Turtle, we're going to to be seriously epic. You're going to love the other little things I have for you guys to look at. Ooh, what do you have for us to look at, Mr. MC1? Okay, let's go back to Eddie Guerrero. So, all right, this guy named Hesse.base.eth over there. The NFTs on Base are fire with potential. Gaming on Base is leveling up. AI on Base is sparking innovation. Meme coins on Base are flying. Show me your favorite project on Base. So I said, I'd have to say OMI, which is the official token of VeVe Official, and their newly launched metaverse called the VeVeverse. They partner with Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Universal, MGM, USPS, DC, and countless others. And got a couple likes, got a couple of pieces of traction. Zombie says Earth 2 be thriving and on the brink of dominating the metaverse space. Oh my God, I can't wait. You have no idea. You have no idea how much I cannot wait for that. M1 says new comic paradigm is real. It do be real though. I love this game. I love this game so freaking much. Arctura says, hey-o, hey now, this is what dreams are made of. Earth 2 to the moon. Winter wrap-up, oh yeah, we're going to have a winter wrap-up next week. Oh, wouldn't that be great if we got My Little Pony on the eve of spring and we could be like, winter wrap-up, winter wrap-up. Mr. Armstrong, no need to comic creators to raise and print a lot of comics, distribute, etc. They do digital on VeVe. If successful, they get physical done, and for the digital guys, it's direct distributions. Mr. MC1. Maybe we should have you be a we could probably have you be in a future comic. Maybe like comic number 7 or 8. Because you're obviously a human, unless you want to be an animal, in which case we can make you an animal. But yeah, I'll tell you guys right now, VeVe Comics is going to be a great first step for DeCat. I want people to be shocked when they're like, what are you doing? Because it's going to be really cool. It's going to be fun. I can't talk about it yet. Maybe a couple months, but you'll see. You'll all see. Turtle says, how amazing is Delusionville going to be? Ron is such an incredible artistic genius. Love chatting with him in New York City. Yeah, he's great. He's just such a chill dude. His whole family, his whole crew is just super awesome. He's just so nonchalant too. Like we were walking together one day from a dinner to I think like a VeVe party. Was it a gold logo party? Maybe I don't know. Whichever one it was. We're walking from dinner to the party, and in New York City, there's these two dudes like kind of sitting on like, I don't know, like these construction signs or whatever, and like, yo, is that Ron English? And without even looking, he takes a sticker from his butt pocket and slams it on a wall. It's Ron English, like kind of tilted sideways, so it's like kind of badass. And like, oh, and I was just like, it's that was fun. That was really fun. Ron get it. They're like, is that Ron English? And he slams a Ron English sticker on the wall. I was like, oh, that was so cool. But yeah, Delusionville, that is the only IP branded world that we know we're going to have. And I'm very, very curious as to what the other ones are going to be and other stuff. And are we gonna get DICE to be able to play that game that he just, rolled out? I wish VeVe would develop a comic book reader similar to the Kindle, access to my comics offline. Well, we do have a comic book reader, but I don't know if it works offline. I don't think it does, but who knows? Wow. So if you look at the top 20 DeCat wallets on Etherscan, look at the amount of ENS names that are on there. DeCat sex.eth, grumpyx.eth, dbcrypto.eth, anaverage.cat.eth, kingsy.eth, ponzijosh.eth, jeffadams.eth, decatstudios.eth, lostthegame.eth. God damn it, just lost the game. Mr. Cryptonist.eth, Degato.eth, Cryptolos.eth, SlumDogeMillionaire.eth, SouthFlorida.eth, DeBaker.eth, and Chatalaka66.e. That is 16 out of the top 20, and the number one is the Uniswap DeCat. So there's how would you need to be in the top 20? It's 5.3 trillion. My wallet is not even close to that, but one day. Says, does VeVe have an in-house OMI developer? There's a David's the CEO, Foster's the upcoming communications manager. Puddin does stuff as well. Puddin Cheeks. I don't know if that's how much I can say about it, but those three at least are public. Ron has had a design for Delusionville and VeVeverse for a year. I think it's been more than that. He's been waiting to build, and it will be awesome. That says, Randy, have you been on the outer fringes of VeVe? Or you have been on the outer fringes of VeVe? Do you have any aspirations of being on the VeVe payroll inside? You would be amazing inside with all of your VeVe data over the years. Anytime that David or Ben, and it's happened, or like, hey, thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this? Or how do you think this will do? Or what'll this? They just ask. If I wanted to be like a dick about it, I'd be like, hey, I haven't gotten paid for my CEO advisory role here. Like, they're friends. And also you want to really keep VeVe's bottom line, padded. And I'll give my thoughts every now and then on something. Hopefully it's helpful. They say it is. I don't know if they're just kind of be like, hey, thanks for the help. And then when they, like kind of turn out like, oh man, how long do we have to keep listening to this guy for? Like, oh, I have to keep listening to him because he's got a big audience. But no, I think it's a pretty good mutually beneficial relationship. I would, I don't want to say the problem, this is a good problem to have, is that VeVe does have a lot of really smart people already. And like the data, like my big, what makes me worth me and worth the money I make is just knowing what's undervalued and really getting people to talk. It's that's it. And maybe if this were a different world and VeVe were to say like, hey, Randy, we have some serious competition over here. Let's have a fight, a public fight, to make everyone believe that we're on the outs. And then you go apply for the competition's job. You get to learn all that stuff. Like in another world, sure, something like that. But in this world where one, VeVe's number one, two, the people that are working at VeVe that run VeVe and own VeVe, they're not like that. Like, even though a part of me would be like, maybe I think that would be that a small part of me would think that like, maybe I wish they were a little more like that. But that's how again, it's a small part of me, because that's how they're honestly good people with integrity. And my skill set of determining what's undervalued, like that's worth it for people that have money and want to invest in certain things. But for VeVe, like their goal is not to take the money that they have, invest in something. Like let's say they have 20 million on the, in the, what's that called? In the war chest, right? Like, all right, Chavez, take 10 million, do your thing. We'll use this 10 million for the rest of the year. I mean, even if that were the case, and I don't know how much they have, but there is risk to that. And maybe they would do it with like a million or five or a couple, however much it was. That's just not something that I think they would do, because they do try to be risk averse. They try to go and be super safe. My skill set, now granted, my pop culture references and knowledge is probably greater than most. Now granted, I'm never going to know as much about certain Disney things as much as Yostef or VeVe Magic, or probably even the OMI homies, Max and Janie. But for other stuff, if David has like a choice, like, hey, Chavez, you know, we have 3 licenses we could potentially go for here. What would be best for VeVe? All the and then he could say, like, write me a dissertation. I was like, okay, like, let's say let's do it. Let's do it here. All right, let's do oh we could do it like with alcohol. Like, okay, Chavez, we could do Bailey's, we could do Michelob Ultra, or we could do Not Your Father's Root Beer. And I would go in and be like, okay, so Michelob Ultra, super popular. It's a light beer. It's pretty much not even a beer. It's like a woman's beer, but I still like it because it's light. And even on the label, superior light beer. However, you have probably some people that maybe won't drink it. It has mass appeal, but they don't have any real super fans. However, Bailey's, on the other hand, that is every like white girl's dream. They put that shit in everything. You have girls named Bailey that'll like it. You'll have whatever like that goes in alcoholic hot chocolate at Christmas time. Like there is never a time where white girls or Chavez would not like a Bailey's. How many of those people, or put Bailey's in their stuff, how many of those people would like to actually buy something like that? I don't know. If it came with utility, sure, absolutely. But if it's just like, oh, I can buy this, you know, why spend $20 on a fake bottle when I could buy $20 on a real bottle and then drink what's inside the bottle and then have the bottle for, you know, special edition, whatever. So that might be hard. So I'd be like, okay, it's a super small audience. However, the people that like Not Your Father's Root Beer, they love Not Your Father's Root Beer. And yeah, they'll go in and you could offer them a 6-pack, you know, a digital 6-pack. But what they would really do is like they'd probably like to get a bunch of them, stack them up like bowling pins. They'd probably like to get, if you have Not Your Father's Root Beer, I think there's like Not Your Mother's like ginger ale or Not Your Uncle's ginger ale. Like you could have a whole different one of these, and every single one of these super fans will go and get that. I think there are a lot more super fans of Not Your Father's Root Beer than there are super fans of Michelob Ultra or at least Bailey's, or at least people that will buy those digital collectibles. And I'd be like, yeah, Michelob Ultra might have a ton more followers, it might have mass appeal, but I don't think any of them are really like super fans. So I would go in, and if David were to ask me, like, I could give a grok level interpretation of why, of which one's the best option and why, for short term, medium, long term, the stuff that you could do with it, the content that I could make out of it, and the different things that we could do to try to mass market it. But I don't know what that position would be worth. I don't know if that position even exists. And again, if they're like every how should I put this? Like every well-meaning and knowledgeable mother will tell their daughter, be like, hey, you know, they're not going to buy the farm, or they're not going to buy the chicken if they get the eggs for free. Stop hoeing around. There's no reason. I don't want to say no reason, but VeVe could be like, hey, probably in their meetings, they could say like, hey, Randy Chavez, he's a good egg. He's going to at some point get scooped up by one of these companies for $250,000 a year, and he may or may not do it. You know, if you know, he might keep doing this with us, or he might say $250,000 is probably worth it to give up a lot of what he's doing and do that. Not only do we lose our biggest influencer, but we also lose. They might have to sign an NDA. They might not be able to talk to us about this type of stuff. You know, is it worth it to lock him in now? Like, so they do this in baseball all the time, where they'll like renegotiate contracts before they become free agents, so that they don't become free agents. Because good players that could get hundreds of millions of dollars, or however much it is, tens of millions of dollars, they could renegotiate in the middle of their contract for like a better deal. They get locked into that deal for several years, and then this way, because those teams know that they can't compete with the New York Yankees or New York Mets, they can't compete with a lot of these teams with these super big budgets. So they try to kind of overpay, in a sense, renegotiate contracts in order to lock them in for several more years because they're good players. So VeVe could essentially do that and be like, hey, let's just create a job for him. You know, he'll probably do it for, you know, however much. He'll probably do it for pretty cheap. And we could essentially we could put it in the contract or in the clause that you can't work for anyone else. You can still do your YouTube stuff. You can't, and even after you leave, you won't be able to work for any competition for 2+ years after that. they could do something like that, and I'd probably sign it. But also they could be like, listen, we haven't really made money in like 2 years, 3 years. We absolutely crushed it. 21, 22, 23. But now it's it's been slim pickings. We should not, let's say like they do a small position for like 80 grand, right? Be like, that 80 grand could be allocated elsewhere and it would make more immediate profit. And Randy's going to do this for free. Like he said on stream, we're friends. Let's just hope that, nothing else happens. Let's hope that no other place tries to scoop him up, because now that the bull market's coming, I'll tell you this. Already, I get offers from projects and exchanges for like a couple thousand per month, like 1,000-ish per video, or just like, hey, put us in your bio, or like, hey, here's your referral code, like give us, give it. And they're exchanges that have like, I've never heard of these exchanges before, and yeah, like what's like 5K, they go in and they pay me, and then what I tell people that I know, especially my high net worth network, but yeah, go on this exchange, it's safe, and then it fucking rugs. Like, I will never do that. DeVe exchange is obviously completely different, because one, they don't custody your assets. They don't go on and again, they don't custody it. It's fully secure. It's fully compliant. They have all these crazy licenses, all these crazy patents. And again, it's something where someone like Will Stewart comes on board, and he's known for raising like hundreds of millions of dollars for other exchanges. Probably going to be okay. And again, the partner, we'll find out soon. But that's one of those things where the bull market is coming, and you're going to have a lot of these come. Again, you had fucking Recur had a $5 million raise and then a $50 million raise. The $50 million raise was at like a $250 million valuation, or like, no, I'm sorry, like a 300 something billion dollar value. Sorry, a third of $1 billion, and they had like no sales. They didn't take care of the IP, and they were able to raise $50 million. There is going to be money flinging around every which way, and yeah, there's going to be attempts at sniping people, and I'm probably going to be one of them. If they're legitimately good projects, and they say, hey, we want you for $250,000 a year, and they give me some leeway, they give me some room to continuously do what I do, sure. If it's projects that kind of that are not going to be good, or there's it's not a good idea, and like, yeah, I'll give you like 80 grand a year, I won't do it. But there's going to be, in tech in general, there's always money to be thrown around. So when you combine tech and crypto and all this in a bull market, in a blow off top, yeah, there's going to be people, especially people with audiences, not only on YouTube but on X, that'll command hundreds of thousands of dollars. And yeah, I'll probably be one of them. Now, if VeVe wanted to, and again, can roll the dice here, and I'll probably be doing this for however long. Also, at the end of the day, VeVe probably already has people that can do that job of, hey, give me a breakdown and a dissertation of these 3 things of where you think we should go. I'm not going to say they'll do as good as me, but they could likely do a good enough job. That's one of those things where a good enough job probably would, like, VeVe would make money off any of these things that I just went over, the Michelob Ultra, the Baileys, they're not your father's root beer. But what's going to be the best? That's true. I don't know of anyone, maybe like outside of David himself, and again, it's going to depend on the licenses. There's probably not many other people that that could do what I do in that way that I do it, I'd get it, pat myself on the back there. But they probably already have probably multiple people going over that stuff. And again, if I kind of I give hours of content like each day for this, if they really need or want my opinion on something, like they could just ask, and they have before. They would not, again, in the short term, having throwing someone like 80K a year just to make sure they don't go elsewhere. Short term, probably not going to happen. But in the longer term, especially when VeVe's worth billions of dollars again, yeah, we might have a discussion about that. We'll see. And says, have you been building the VeVeverse? I will in the next 2 weeks when they launch it. They will launch the they will launch the mobile version of the VeVeverse, and that'll be, I don't know, 2 weeks, within 2 weeks, and then I'll start building. Dogboy says, go ahead and add me to the comic guest star lineup. Yeah, Dogboy, get that bread. I would love to start adding friends and people and everything, but unfortunately, there is, unfortunately, there is a lot of demand to get in, and I don't have a ton of room for people. Oh, very good, very good. Extension target each bull run macro after a Bitcoin. What is this? Okay, we'll watch after live. Watch after live. Speaking of the live, let's go to my YouTube channel. And then let's get everyone to smash that like button as a free way to support the channel. Meow, 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 meow. Non-free ways or Patreon, smashing the super thanks button down below, super chats as well. Turn that down, turn that down. Okay, where was I? VeVe Wheels says, yo, Randy, yo, what up, Wheels? Meow, meow, meow. How's it going? Mr. MC1 says, I think after the court case is done, this will be the summer of OMI. That's a Seinfeld reference. Like, this is gonna be the summer of George. And then later, when I actually get started, like, this was supposed to be the summer of George. George is getting mad. Oh God, it's such a good freaking show. Freaking love that show. Where was I? All right, California Comics is now in store. Garbage Pail Kids Origins #1. Not only do we have the shelf stocked, but special mints available also. First public mint 11, 12, 13. Last printed 998, 999, and 1,000. Chaos 666. Cover 23. Trademark 84. Ooh la la 69. First appearance 100. And sequential 123. Hashtag California Comics. They got a bunch of stuff they do. Mr. Squibb says, very cool. Stupid question. If I visit your space in the verse, are we all hanging in the same metaverse together? Or are these all separate spaces where we exist? Like, I want to build next to you or something else with cool stuff. Is that a thing? I think it will be eventually. I don't like what they could do is, because like not all VeVe verses are the same. You have some that are massive and some that are kind of small, and they go like, hey, we're going to do a land sale, and this is the average size of a land sale, and like, well, my space is like 3 of these things. Like, okay, well, in order to put what you created into this land, you're gonna have to buy 3 pieces of land. Okay, cool. I think that's one of the things that they could do. I think they probably should. VeVe Zombie, give me those O's and the glasses and the OMI and the summer. Meow, meow, meow. I'm gonna go. Meow, 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 meow. California Comics says, really good question. I visualize my own spaces like the retro micro machine sets that all interconnect. And whilst others can enter those VeVeverse spaces, I don't believe there are pinpointed destinations where they are located, although VeVe Official may be able to answer that. Mr. Squibb says, understood. So I don't really know if we're all building on the same land. To me, that's the draw, the interconnection, and the community with fellow collectors. Don't really care to build and hang out on my own. I think they'll all be interconnected in the future. But that's just my opinion. Mario Knopfel has said that Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is about to become the largest asset in the world over the next 48 months. surpassing gold, which is almost a $20 trillion market cap. I believe so as well. Which court case? The one in New Zealand. Everything done except for judge ruling, which is in March or April. Okay, Mr. MC1 throwing up the alpha here. I don't know if that was public. Anyway, thanks. Now that I have a small share in the Real Randy Chavez channel, I think I am pretty rich. I think you will be as well. San says, I figured something was afoot, especially since that roadmap was replete with OMI use cases. Dogboy says, hi, Randy. Hi, fam. Yo, what up, Dogboy? Mr. MC1 says, hi, Dogboy. He's always so nice. Oh, God, I'm scrolling. Mass Murder says, let's go. What up, Mass Murders? How's it going, fam? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Bill Gardner has tried the auto pay system for the first time today, and he really liked it. Good for him. You have somebody, I won't give out their name because we'll get a lot of hate, which is probably warranted, saying, I'm extremely disappointed in David Yu and Akomi with the lack of progress they've made with OMI the last 4 years. And David responds, and he says, let's stay positive and focus on the bright side. And let's look at it like the cup is half full. And there's so much more to come. Let's keep growing together. Really wish David would not have given this person the time of day. However, I thought it was a very nice response. And granted, this person had gone on and thrown out the OUP progress chart that was rendered useless like years ago. So I don't know why that was fucking retarded. Anyway, that chart is very out of date, and I feel like it would behoove VeVe to put an update out to bring it up to speed, because things like crypto to gem that's explained on that chart, as an example, VeVe has communicated over a year ago that it was removed, but apparently certain people don't pay attention or care, and it's all about that chart. In the meantime, OUP staking became OMI rewards, which is definitely here already. Bronze tickets are done. Waitlist is done. OMI to NFT is here. Burn reward points aren't a thing, etc., etc. But, I can go about that all heckin' day. So Beats, the end says, Mr. MC1, with 10% of the channel, can you get Randy a better webcam? Hurts my eyes watching. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. When crypto goes up, I will do the thing. I will do the thing. Anywho, let's continue on, shall we? Mr. Ernst says, haha, Randy, popular demand, get a new webcam. I don't really have a webcam. I have a. Can I picture here? I just got a. Can you see it? How do I? Oh God. Oh God. What the heck? It's supposed to be. Oh, all right. Am I tripping? All right. Hang on. I'm tripping. Let me show y'all what I got. I got a little tablet. And the little tablet has a little camera hole, and that is where I do my thing. Through the camera hole. Eric Mozart says, yo, what up, Eric? How's it going, fam? Yeah. Orange Bag Lady says, evening, fam. Good evening, Orange Bag Lady. I hope you're doing well. We love you. Bailey's Irish Cream is up. Bro, preach. Right? Bro, King says, love that creamy Bailey's, bro. I love it too. I love it so much. I love it so much. And I'm one of those people that's just like, well, I drank the other day when I was interviewing Ben, but I've had like 15 drinks this entire year so far, which is really good because in Vegas I had 15 drinks in like 2 nights. So now 15 drinks for the entire year. I'm pretty happy with that, and try and drink less and less. But if somebody comes up to me and says like, "Hey, you want hot chocolate?" Yeah, I'll take some hot chocolate. You want some Bailey's in it? And then there goes the neighbor. There goes the whole day. There goes that's all it takes. Someone to be like, "Hey, want some hot chocolate?" Sure. You want some Bailey's in it? Oh, girl, you read my mind. And that's it. I am so in Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I think Lady Galadriel or Kate Blanchett goes in and she talks about 9 rings were given to men who were so easily seduced by its power. I am so easily seduced by a homie being like, "You want to get fucked up?" I'm like, yeah. Not even saying it like that. You just want hot chocolate and you want some Bailey's in that. The freaking Lori's mother, Lori's mom, Lori Brenner, Went over there for Thanksgiving, and they offered me coffee. I was like, I'm fine. He's like, we could put Bailey's in it for you if you like. And I was like, oh, okay, that's this kind of party. All right. And I had a bunch of coffee with Bailey's in it, and it was great. Arn Bagley says, I'm old, Greg. Would you like a Bailey's? Randy, please get this reference. I don't. I feel like I don't. I have to Google this. I'm old, Greg. Would you like a Bailey's? The Mighty Boosh? What is it? What is the Mighty Boosh? Old Greg offers Bailey's Irish cream. I don't. What is the Old Greg skit from? Character from the British TV comedy series The Mighty Boosh. He's a merman known for his blinding mangina. Okay, let me try to read that again. He's a merman known for his blinding mangina and a love for Bailey's, especially when it comes in a shoe. That is the greatest description I've ever heard for a TV show. I have to read that again. He's a merman known for his blinding mangina and his love for Bailey's, especially when it comes in a shoe. OBL, I'm so heckin' curious about that now. So heckin' curious. Wallace King, thanks for the being a member, saying haha OBL breach. And Walrus apparently knows it. Smartbuy says, why David said they are struggling financially. They never said that. Mr. MC1 says, hi OBL. Space says, you need 100,000 subs for those kinds of offers. No, you don't. Wait, which kind of offers are we talking about? Because I've gotten offers for like several thousand a month or like 1,000 per video for crypto related stuff, and I've been getting those offers for years. So you definitely do not need 100K plus subs for that. Arnie Bagley says, "What's the crack, son? Yo, meow meow meow. What up, OBL? What's the crack? Hell yeah, OBL. Absolutely love the Mighty Boosh." Says Walrus King. Arnie Bagley says, "Yes, yo, no freaking way, Walrus. No one knows about the show." And yeah, I did not know about it either. Walrus King says, "I was obsessed with it for. I could tell why. When someone's got a shining mangina, you can't look away, right?" Heard Randy mention the IT. Oh, I do love the IT crowd. So whenever I do an impression of a British person, it's always Moss. Hello, Jen. You just have to call 999-855. I forget the number that they have to call for instead of 911. It's the new fire extinguisher. I like it when they go to like this play and Moss gets roped into like being bartender. He's like, hello, ma'am. Jen's like, Moss, what are you doing over there? Moss is like one of my favorite TV characters like ever. What are you doing, Moss? Yes, I'm going through the adult and the kid version of Harry Potter, and just to make sure there are no differences. Like, freaking love that guy. Man's a reference dictionary. I mean, apparently not today. Apparently, I missed the Mighty Boosh. Walrus King, what up, fam? 100%. G Money says, "Old Greg has a mangina." He does have that mangina. G Money. That was the greatest line I ever heard. It says, "Why do you stream from your iPad?" I know it says iPad, but I like to call it an iPad. When will you invest in a proper setup with a better mic and screen sharing? Are you British? Like, when will you invest in a proper setup with a better mic and screen sharing? Probably after the bull market. Yeah, that'd be good. After the bull market would be good. We could do that. Captain Kurt says, "Hey Randy, my favorite guy named Randy." Hey Captain Kurt, my favorite Captain Kurt. I don't know any other Captain Kurt's. Bag Lady says, G. There's a good mic would give clear audio, less background noise, and no peaking. No peaking? Kind of annoying watching you on TV speakers, to be honest. It would be awesome. Small investment for you/Mr. MC1.eth. Apologies for that. I mean, if you want to kick in 5K and get me a computer, sure, but yeah, I've heard myself on this. The audio I don't think is bad. The background noise, I'm sure there's some. I mean, not down here. There's no one down here. But what does no peaking mean? I don't know what that means. and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Although I did just ask. I'm old, Greg. I'm old. Meow. OBL says, no, Randy. I thought you did. You did. I don't know if I want to get into. Maybe I'll watch it. I got to watch the Mighty Boosh. Well, let me do some more research on this. The Mighty Boosh. Okay, the Mighty Boosh. 3 seasons. It's a drama. It's a drama. It doesn't sound like a drama. It sounds like a comedy. Overview. Does it have a Wikipedia? Okay, there it is. I was like, there's no way it doesn't have a Wikipedia. Open 3 stage shows, 6-episode radio series, 20 episodes, 2 live tours. What's it about? Okay. Often described as being surreal as well as escapist and new wave comedy. But like, what's it about? The troupe is named after childhood Harry style of co-star Michael Felding. But what's the Steve Coogan's company, Bobby Call Productions, Mighty Boosh? But what's it about? Oh my God! Character of Vince Howard and often depart from other locations. Yeah, I don't. It's not giving me like a. Okay, what is the Mighty Boosh about? It is zookeepers, Howard and Vince, along with pals Naboo, the shaman, and Bolo, the talking ape. What is the show? Travel the highways and byways in a van in search of an ever more surreal adventures. Okay. I'm curious. It's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Is it that good? I mean, I guess it's good. 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Like, damn. Adventures full of oddball characters while working as zookeepers before pursuing a musical career. We love music, beer, loafing, and teasing each other. And running a sec. Okay, all right, that's interesting. Mr. Randy, let's get you an intern for the summer. I will definitely need someone to work for me at some point. I mean, already I don't get back to people. So, but I don't believe that what I need or want done is like I don't know who I could get to hire for that, because I also don't. I don't want to say I don't trust, but one, I don't think I could pay them that much, or I wouldn't want to pay them that much. I'm pretty cheap. But I would want, if I do that, I want to pay someone a fair wage. New York 31 says, Randy, shout out from Elmont, New York. Please don't listen to these. Keep your authentic camera and mic setup. I mean, I do want to get a proper setup eventually. In the past few years, I'm like, yeah, when the bull market comes, So it's here now. So in the next year, yes, I'll do that. I'm a VeVe multimillionaire, and keeping your same setup would be the big. That's a good point. That would be the biggest one. It wasn't with this phone; it was the previous phone. But I got partnered with YouTube just with a phone. It was just a phone at first. Now I've upgraded to a tablet, and then eventually I'll upgrade to something else. It would be a flex, wouldn't it? It would be too cool to have Randy join you over the summer. Definitely by next summer. Definitely in other stuff. Because Richard Iowade is a heckin' genius, and that impression was good. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Moss is definitely one of my favorite characters. Love him. Gonna love it, Randy. Right up your street. YouTube. Oh, great. I will. Pin in your camera and mic works fine. Oh, I think it does as well. I think it might depend on people's setups. Because again, I've heard myself on different setups, and it's fine. But he's not alone. Like every now and then, I do get told like that you can tell that it's not like a legit setup. Just land. Sorry, I missed it. Low battery. Have fun. Okay. All right. Good times. You just landed. That's fine. Wow. DeCat. Yeah, these DeCat ENS names are heckin' great. Oh God, there's a lot of these. Do I have a screenshot of these DeCat ENS names? I do. Okay, cool. Anyway, that will. Oh, Leo Amelia says, "Hope all is well, everyone. Have a dope weekend. Dope. dope. I don't know why. I just had a flashback of basic training. I have not taken a sip of water this whole time. So in basic training, you're supposed like I only ever drank water. I was never a soda guy or anything. But you could have Gatorade there. You could have coffee. Can you have coffee in basic training? I don't remember. You could have chocolate milk or regular milk, but you're supposed to have 3 non-caffeinated, non-carbonated beverages with your meals. So for me, that was water. Every now and then, the dining facility would have chocolate milk, and I love chocolate milk. So yeah, I would go and get that. But you would have these things called milk monitors, and depending on which side of the dining facility you're on, you could be on the east side, you could be on the west side. And there was these things called milk monitors. They made sure that you only took 1 chocolate milk, or you only took that you had at least 3 non-caffeinated, non-carbonated beverages. And there was this one dude, I think his name was Johnson. You're supposed to kind of scream out every now and then what your position is, what you're doing. So you would have, after we all go inside, you'd have east side milk monitor, and then this guy Johnson was like, west side milk monitor, and then this one TI says, all right, you're too gangster for this position, get the fuck out. And he's like, I don't know why, when he said have a dope weekend, it just triggered an internal core memory for me from 13 years ago. OBL says, what up, Millsy? 12 years ago. Yeah. What up, Millsy? What's up, Irish mom? Now I'm out. Aw, Irish mom. So cute. Mr. MC1 says, yo, O'Milly, amazing space for the 1-year anniversary. I was on that space for a while. It was great. Good vibes going in. They started with a couple of good songs. And then I think there was one of those songs O'Milly was apologizing for. He was like, I'm sorry. I got to do it. And then, so Emoji, I went over this weeks back when Rob from Comics Explained was on Emoji's The Comic Shop, and it was awesome. So he had the recording from Rob from that video, or from that show, and he plays it. Somebody comments bro, oh my god, Rob from Comics Explained is here. And O'Milly had to be like, oh bro, that's just a recording. Rob's not really here. He was here, that was funny. O'Milly going over, and somebody asked a question, and somebody had responded or talked about whatever, and I said something about Rob, and O'Milly was like, yo bro, Randy just talked about Rob, he just said it, this is why you don't host a space. I was like, damn, O'Milly, hitting him with some unexpected heat. But yeah, it's true, O'Milly is very good at spaces. Thanks, good man. What a milestone. We'll do State of the Union to cover even more things on Wednesday. Let's go. Thanks so much, Randy, for stopping by. Of course, there's a horse. Before we get going here, let's go to the X, and let's see what we're dealing with here on the X account. We have Asian Dan saying, any idea what X factor VeVe has brewing that will be effective in gaining the masses going forward? ? And Foster Hill goes on and says, VeVeverse and affiliate program both come to mind. There's also this token called OMI that users can use to buy and sell VeVe collectibles. But that could be good at onboarding Web3 community. Just thinking out loud. Foster, I love you so freaking much. Oh God, who did this? God, that's hilarious. Breaking Chief Judge James Boasberg blocked President Trump from using the law to deport 5 Venezuelan men. Why? That seems dumb. Daniel Clark, Pounder, 24 of James Island, South Carolina, was arrested and charged with arson for throwing Molotov cocktails at a Tesla charging station. God damn. You could tell these people they're really crazy. They got crazy eyes. Somebody talking about WeLax. I guess WeLax. So I like to go off of the the For You page or the whatever page, because people talk about stuff. And I get somebody had posted about something called WeLax. WeLax has 100 people or 100 followers there. They joined X in March of this year. Their meme game. This dude. What is this? I don't I don't like any of this. But let's go and check it out. Let's see what Twitter is talking about. Looks up here that it's on base. Okay, Relax. No, it's on Sol. Only on Sol. With eyes crossed. What are you fucking kidding me? Dog with eyes crossed. No, I don't have a speech impediment or rhoticism. Is that it? Rhoticism when you can't pronounce R's. Dog with eyes crossed has a. It's 4 days old. Has a $14,000 market cap. 467 holders and 7,000 in volume. Okay, so when stuff does like this, when it has that huge spike and it comes right back down, for some reason I just don't. I don't think that I would invest in that. But that is what Twitter is going off and saying. Greatest 5 track. Okay. Germany's war economy. Rheinmetall now worth more than Volkswagen. Germany's top defense contractor, Rheinmetall, has overtaken Volkswagen in market value as Europe accelerates military production. Interesting. Nope. Go over that. Oh my God. Jesus, man. These people need Jesus. Need Jesus. Who dis? Leo Moses, keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Man. Of course. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. I will try to do my best. I'll keep it up. Am I the soundtrack to Rocky 5? Because keep it up. Keep it up. Let's see what else. Let's go for the 4. I'm actually on the following. Let's go to the For You page. VeVe Magic says, the booth Avengers are enjoying a well-earned Disney day. Stay tuned. Assembling at a booth near you. Oh, that's awesome. It's VeVe Magic. So it's supposed to be, I know that's America Chavez and Woody. It's supposed to be Janie and Max. I don't know. We have Dr. saying David has been extremely busy building. There are several major releases VeVe has done in the last couple of months that needed to be recapped to keep the community up to date. I'd love to hear what I love to hear Omi mentioned, sure, but it was VeVe recap video to focus on the features VeVe has released in the last quarter. Akomi has put comms out this month that include updates, and while it wasn't a video, the team, including David, stand behind the information and progress being made. Next time there's a major OMI update, I will make sure to emphasize that the community and I would love to see him on camera. In the future, I'm all for asking questions, but if you're going to call team liars, this will be the last response you're going to receive. And whoever that person was, they had deleted their post. Interesting. Let's see what other stuff Foster has been saying, because I haven't gone over that in a little while. You have someone named Aiko saying, why is it called the OMI token and not the VeVe token? Fair question. Foster says, while it's primarily utility is in the VeVe ecosystem, the OMI token can also be used as a payment token in third-party marketplaces such as Stacker, Immutable X, a utility token in games such as Tengoku Senso, Epico Regal, and Fishes. And as for access to products such as Collective Shift, Akomi is its own entity and has partnered with the works of all of these projects to provide a utility token that can be integrated and rewards users for using it. That is a fair question, and that is a fair answer. Reach. But that was really a good question. Oh, it was this dude? Oh, all right. Whatever. The other stuff I had gone over yesterday, so I'm chill with that. Moving on here. DB Crypto saying the cat is everywhere. Love that. Nancy Mace is saying, re-quoting Donald Trump, saying our economy will boom like never before. I hope so. I heckin' hope so. You have mochaboy.mocha saying, I'm officially a KOL member of a revolutionary project called DEVVE Exchange. Oh, same here, Mocha Boy, same here. Saying being one of the first to join this game-changing layer 1 blockchain means access to exclusive privileges and unique benefits. I don't know if this is what's in the email. I don't think he was supposed to do this. But it's out there. It says, join my group to take advantage of super tier exchange accounts, highest referral percentages, exclusive OTC deals, personal listing manager for your projects. This blockchain is set to change the game with infinite TPS, 8 million transactions per second. But yeah, I guess infinite fine. and next-gen non-custodial exchange. Don't miss your spot as an early supporter. Like this, share, tag friends, etc., etc. Oh, this is a good one. This is a really good one. Yeah, DeVe be doing everything though. But yeah, same. I am also I would say affiliate would be more, but yeah, KOL member's fine. That's what I am too. Savid says, in times of crisis, the wise build bridges while foolish build barriers. At Marvel, let's build with VeVe official. Agreed. Oh shoot, there's game pieces in the VeVeverse? What the fudge? Oh, I think someone built this and like added this in though. I don't think that actually. No, that's not the propaganda stuff. Now where was I? Charles King says the Mighty Boosh is incredible and timeless. I've heard. Charles King says, same guys from IT Crowd. Oh, I love them. Love them so much. You wait, what did I guess? Like, I just went over this on. Well, I just went over this on stream. Is America Chavez Janey and Woody Max? Anywho, thanks a million for the super chat. Air Blues here. Hawaiian Air is an I. So hello, Air. Anyway, I just wanted to ask you if you've turned into a cat. No. Am I Vision in Avengers: Age of Ultron? Because I don't think I'd know if I were one. Yeah. But yeah, obviously in comic book form, I am totally a cat. But not in comic book form. I'm just. Am I Harry Potter in Harry Potter? I forget which fucking book that was. Like, I'm just Harry. I'm just a Chavez. Hold on. This is awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. Sorry. Play your opinion on OMI having reached its bottom. I've got a nice long going and a lot of millions on spot. What'd you long that next see? I mean, from a technical analysis point, Paul was on Crypto Rain's channel the other day, and he was saying that it's a wait for him, and he's not currently buying. If you want a long, you can. I think that a lot of times, I don't know. Like the affiliate marketing program might do something like that. That might get people into OMI. That might get buyers. That might. I don't think that happens right away. I think that takes several weeks, if not a few months. But for Paul from Divinity, he said it's a wait, and he would like to see it trend up above 0003 and stay there for a while, and then he would consider that the bottom would have been reached. What do we have here on last month? We were at 0002. We were at 000233. And I would love to get there again, but you know, who knows? Who knows? What I am hoping is that in the next 8 weeks, hopefully before then, DeVe does like this 20x, and then I go in and I get $1 billion, and then OMI gets like cut in half, and then I'm able to get $1.5 billion, $1 billion, however much OMI, and then it can run, then it can do whatever. But the thing is though, like VeVe's just been killing it the last few months, and like I get the negative sentiment is just like, okay, yeah, VeVe is making money with comics, and they're making money with this, and they sell out, but my vault is down, my OMI bags are down. VeVe might be announcing all this good stuff, but my OMI just sees new lows all the time. Yeah, I understand. That's a clear imbalance of what VeVe's doing and its connection with what OMI is doing. It's a clear misinterpretation of where value comes from, and that might stay here or get even worse if we have this recession go on, if we have this tariff war go on. Like, you know, it's Schrodinger's market, where it could be one or the other. Like we could go down and get cut in half, or the affiliate marketing could actually kick off this bull run, and we could in 6 months, you know, be 100x from where we are. You know, we have no idea. That's literally $1 billion question, but I will. Oh, great news! Thanks for passing along. Of course, there's a horse. Sorry. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you. Well, I love you guys too. All right, bye. Hey, end stream. Oh, what's going to be a good song to end the stream? I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me and feel so